So we're going to do a bit of a resume masterclass, and we're going to show you a couple of CVs that are good, that are not so good. But I think it's important for you to first go back to the job ad analysis. If you don't analyze the job ad properly, your resume is not going to be good. So the job ad, and Langdon, I'll throw to you in a sec, but the position description, the job ad that you see on Seek or Jora or Indeed, that has all of the key information you need to be putting into your CV. Now you may say, "Oh, well, that's hard because I don't have any experience," and we know if you're just a recent graduate, that's the case. So you've got to be innovative and use your uni projects or your Coursera stuff or any volunteer work that you've done or through an internship you've done. Um, and and okay, you might get rejected because you don't have enough experience. But if you do the networking stuff, okay, and if you're persistent, you might be able to speak to the actual hiring manager or the recruiter direct. Okay. And they may have rejected you, but if you're convincing enough, you may be able to convince them on the phone that, okay, you don't have 1 year of experience as a business analyst, but here are the things you know. Here are the projects you've done. And they may just say, okay, well, come in, let's have a face-to-face or a Zoom. So Langdon, do you want to just talk through these ones?
Yeah. What we're going to do is just a very quick look through to see what it means when we say do a job ad analysis and identify the key words, because what we're going to be talking a lot about in the resume is this keyword optimization. So I've just put in I saw someone, I think Sharon, is doing a master's in management in human resources. So if you're a recent graduate, you can be looking for graduate roles or perhaps assistant roles. Just because there's more likely to be more content in these, I'm going to go for the moment for an assistant role. I'm not going to worry about where that is in Australia at this point. Of course, you know that you can limit it with a salary. So let's say I want to filter out almost 1,500 jobs. Any more senior roles, I'm a recent graduate, so I'm just going to put it in the top of 60K or maybe even 50K, and you'll see that the number is rapidly dropping down. Whatever you can get as your first job, that's going to be a success, and that's going to be your stepping stone to the next one. So I'm even going to say, look, up to 50K. It takes me down to 382 jobs to look for. So there's, let's have a look. Human resources assistant, Patriot campus, all right? So I'm going to go and have a look at this job ad. And great. So they've got a whole lot of stuff in here. What we get our clients to do is basically copy and paste the whole job ad into a Word document. There are a few reasons for that. One is you might apply for the job, and by the time you get a notification that you've got an interview, they've taken down the job ad from the internet. And so you frantically go back and you think, oh, hang on, what was in the job ad? I can't remember because I just saved it as a bookmark or something. By copying and pasting to a Word document, you'll always have it there to refer to if and when you get that interview. So we've pasted into a Word document, usually with the URL, so we can go back and I won't do that now. But what we can do now is go through and do this very quick identification of the key terms. There's a whole lot of other important information in here about when it was posted. Obviously, the quicker you can respond, the better. People who are the first responders will have a higher chance of getting an interview. Now, there may be a deadline by which you need to apply for. There may be a name at the bottom of who you can. Let's have a quick look. Unfortunately, full Australian working rights is great, actually, because you have full Australian work rights even if you're on a 485 visa. Right? There's no name down here to address the cover letter to, but that's sometimes there. But what we're going to focus on right now, and when we're doing this job ad analysis to help you with your resume, is look for the key technical terms that this job is about. So we're going to facilitate end-to-end recruitment, right? Internal and external campaigns. So what we get our clients to do is highlight that. That's something they need to be super aware of, and that's something they're going to use in their resume and cover letter. And with lots more technical terms here, induction, right through all of that. If you've got experience in any of those, Sharon, then that's what they're looking for, and that's what you've got to emphasize in your documents. Coordinate communication. That's something. Scheduling interviews. You might have some experience in that or skills in that. Developing contracts and letters of offer. We don't need to do the whole lot, right? This is not really relevant. This is the key part that they're looking for. Maintain an HR and operational systems. Monitor probation reviews, etc. So I'm going to go through and try to find all the technical terms that relate to this industry. What we're not interested in, for example, there's a lot in this one. Actually, it's a huge one. We're not interested in this sort of stuff. Excellent written and verbal communication skills, effective people management skills, ability to diffuse conflict, organizational and prioritization skills, strong decision-making. These are all what we call soft skills. And then you're not going to be assessed on your soft skills through your documents. So don't worry about highlighting these. We shouldn't even use them in your documents. What is going to get you an interview is that you've got matching technical skills. So as you go through and highlight these key technical terms for yourself, just concentrate on those ones that relate directly to your industry. And that's what you'll keep to one side as you go into working on your resume, as you'll see now. So that's an overview of the process with the job ad analysis. That's our springboard. That's the essential first step before you do your resume.